First one, all I want you to do, and again, you don't have to think about throwing it hard, but just create some sensation with what we were doing earlier. Think about that rear foot squishing the bug, and think about the front foot being positioned in such a way that is either in line with your back foot, to me, or slightly open. Okay, so in these types of throws, we're trying to over amplify. And then just play around with that kind of that feeling of your hip flexor being contracted. And all I want you to do from there on, you can keep your hands out of your glove, you can keep them in, doesn't matter. Just kind of rock back and throw. Sorry. Yeah. So it's gonna feel like super uncomfortable because you're gonna try to like force your trunk to get to where it needs to be to like release it. But what I want you to do is either start with that one or start with the one where you're challenging like that range. And like I said, this is like jumping ahead just to see where you're at. Yeah. So what you're gonna start feeling, and you may feel this already, but the feedback that I get from a lot of guys is like, I'm not trying to throw it. Yeah. And it's just popping. Popping's not the right term. Popping's like negative connotation. But it's just like releasing. You create this stretch and you just release it. Yep. What I'm starting to see, and I speak too soon maybe, but your hand gets into a position in which it wants to get into. Yeah. Meaning you do everything right sequencing wise, and now your trunk just rotates and your hand is a byproduct, meaning there's no brain connection to the hand saying that I need to flip it up and pop it up, elevate my shoulder to create backspin. Yeah. It just rotates and flows into this slot. And that's why I wanted you to throw the ball, just to see kind of the difference. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna start blending them. So can you do 2 throw blends? All right, so you start with the one we were just doing, and then don't do anything after that. I'm gonna throw it back to you pretty quick. You catch, go right into a leg lift. So the goal with these is you try to take less of the mental emphasis of movement adjustment away, and you just start moving. And your body's hopefully, you know, at a certain point in time, you do enough of the right movements that your brain just kind of gets those downloaded. Leg lift. 2 seconds. Come here. Very good. Do that again. As soon as you rock back, you got off balance essentially. I'm not a huge fan of the word balance, but this is a tough position to own through space. So we just want to make sure that before we go back, that we're in a pretty good foundation. So then as soon as we do go back, we're just rocking, we're not falling, and then just flies. Very good. Leg lift. Okay, you're done. Good job. You're going to the show.
That was a good drill because I'm thinking a lot of different things.
100%.
And it kind of gets overwhelming.
100%.
And you're just like, well, I'm thinking this, that.
Yeah.
So it's good to just kind of.
And the goal is to find just the one piece that kind of takes care of 17 different pieces.
Yeah.
The thing that I like about blends, first of all, you're going to be conscious because like you need to identify the problem and it needs to click.
Yeah.
If it doesn't click, you're not going to be convicted within your movements and everything you do, right? It's not going to be like your sense of foundation. Like it needs to click and make sense. So then everything we do is there's a purpose and you're not just doing it to do it. So A. B is you find the progression, find the movement, find the constraint setting or whatever it is that provides you with that, oh, that feels good. And then I can give you feedback in terms of like what I'm seeing, balls jumping out, spinning right, effortless, like not forced, efficient. And then with what I said about the brain is like, then you just blend it. So therefore you don't have to be like consciously thinking about a cue to develop. You just start showing your body, this is the way we move, and then blend it into your leg lift.